Alright. Live. Oh God, I've been live on this channel in, I don't even know how long. But I'm cooking while I was doing my laundry. So I figured why not. I had pizza just before this, so. We saved some big paper. I really think we should put an actual trash bag in the trash can, not just a shopping bag. I have trash bags. Just I'm trying to save on money. Actually, you know what? I should take out the trash. I should go and take this out and actually put an actual trash bag inside the trash can, not just a Rosa's bag. I just have my phone really up against my canteen right now. I let cook. Where are my trash bags? Oh yeah, I got trash. Still unpacking in my apartment, but I need to cook. I need to cook so I have food for the next couple of days. Unfortunately, I have only one English muffin left for breakfast, so. Go to the store and buy some more English muffins, but I tried food prep. Last week I had chicken and rice. This time it is pan-fried vegetables, and I realized I need to get the pineapple out. I'm pretty much making chips, and like, why do I have paper towels? I'm trying to save money. I'm trying not to waste a whole bunch of paper towels. God dang it. I am trying to save money. Over there. Other side of the counter. God dang it. Because I'm going to be doing jalapenos. Unfortunately, my apartment I don't think has recycling, but you know, in the event it does. Which I haven't figured that out yet, which I need to go check with them about that later, but in the meantime, get out and actually, yep, mix it all on. Mix it all, put the vegetable, you put all the vegetables inside, because I'm gonna be pan frying the vegetables. And then I have to get out my pork chop, or my pork loin, and do that. Put on gloves, because I'm going to be doing jalapenos. Jalapenos. The pineapple. Pineapple. The pineapple. Okay, first time using this new freaky can opener. It's different ones I grew up with. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, so that's how you do it. Y'all cannot see me at all right now. Oh, that's clever. Never there. I can get that from here. Should not take out the lid until I pour out all the juice. You know, just tossing everything in the mixing bowl. Unfortunately, I don't have a trick. Unfortunately, I don't recycle right now. I made a proper recycling can instead of just a Stars. Like I said, just an old Stars gift container. I forgot how I just used this. The freakiest little can opener. I don't live stream very much, especially on my phone. I don't live stream on the phone very much. Actually, last time I did, I was making crab salad. This is the freakiest. I just figured this out just a second ago. There we go. Figured it out. I did figure it out. Now apparently I haven't. Okay, I see. So you gotta. It's the most cursed can opener ever. Just grab like a giant, just grab my butter knife and just go, like, just gonna stab the lid, I guess. Just stab the lid, and just like clip this at this point. He's trying to figure this damn thing out. Try not to mess it up. Could have probably gone for some. I could have added some mango to this recipe, probably. Ah, damn it. The lid on so it doesn't just go everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and get my olive oil. It's still in here. I'm using pure olive oil from Kroger. Because I save money at Kroger with my Kroger account, with my family's Kroger account, so it allows me to save money. I probably did not need to buy the extra thing of olive oil. I'm gonna need a lot of olive oil. You can't see this actually, now I think about it. I probably have the phone in a horrible location for this. Because I need to smell olive oil so I can get a good coat when I put the pineapple rings in first. After that, I'm doing, because everything's gonna take for freaking ever to do. I already used up part of that one last week when I did some soup, when I pan fried up some, what did I do? Take the tap off. I want to move my phone over a bit. I have stuff all over the counter still unpacking these things. Gosh darn it. I'm still unpacking crap, so. Got the olive oil here. Got the olive oil. Or my wristband, one of my friends, I bought from one of my friends, one of my really good friends. I remember I'll create a community post, give you all the link to her website, her Etsy store. Go buy some stuff. She sells some really good stuff, and it goes to a good cause. So I like it. I wear the wristband to work every day. I wear it all the time. I need to turn the light actually. I can probably turn the fan on actually. I don't need too high up front. And we are turning on this because put some gloves back on again. Because next up, I'm actually going to do the jalapenos. Yeah, the jalapenos. So, you know, actually, I'm going to do the bell peppers next. I'm just doing this so it's less stuff I have to wash, unfortunately. This is going to the gloves, but I literally went to my parents' house last night and I was like, I forgot to buy gloves. You don't use these gloves anymore because you don't have the chickens anymore. Can I have the gloves? Okay. The bell pepper. I say top goes with bell pepper. The stem came off, but the center is good. Okay. Bell pepper's still good. Make sure to toss out the seeds because I want a little kick to these, but I don't want too much of a kick. I'll be adding some Southwest Chipotle seasoning later on. It's gonna take a bit for the oil to heat up. It's a lot of vegetables, so I'm gonna be frying up. What my buddy's gonna do, it's pretty cool. He's gonna do shark research. Pretty cool. And work alongside Tristan Guthridge, so that's pretty cool. Also, I know it's not sharking quite yet. I think next week, I think it is, when sharking starts. Actually, I don't want to say her name because otherwise then she's going to go, sorry, I didn't hear that. And anybody potentially watching this in the future, because I see there's nobody watching right now, theirs is going to go, like, I don't know, Dining 9. I'm not gonna complete that sentence because otherwise I don't want anybody else's stuff to go like, oh, okay, dialing that now. First responders on the way. It's like, no, no, like no. Bad technology, bad technology. Just kind of let these flat a little bit. I've been getting into healthy eating. It's kind of funny at work. I'm kind of known as the healthy guy who really eats healthy, even though, yeah, I enjoy ice cream. I enjoy ice cream, I mean, who doesn't enjoy ice cream? I mean, because, to be honest, with the amount of time I dive at work, I probably burn like 1,000. I probably burn through like 1,000 calories a day. Because it's even after I get home from work, I'm probably still going to the gym even after that. So then that's even more calories getting burnt off. So I've been continuously going like, I need to find higher calorie foods. I keep on making these foods, and then it's like, oh, not enough calories. Still not enough calories. Trying to find a recipe, and there's no recipes I can find that are high enough in caloric content that also have, are healthy and have a decent amount of what's it called? Protein. I think that smell indicates that it should have been put the pineapple on now. This time I'm actually going to need this because I need to try it. Hear that sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Unfortunately, this is the largest pan I have, so this is why it takes so damn long for me to cook this stuff. I want a nice caramelization of these pineapple rings. And I had pineapple pizza today. I know the Italians in the comment section will go, oh no, that's sacrilegious. Like, it tastes good nonetheless, Pineapple pizza tastes good, I mean, I'm not gonna attack anybody for going like, oh, I like brisket with ketchup, Like that's how they're cooking it. Although it is a situation for me, it's like, brisket's not brisket unless it's actually cooked in a smoker, Not like smoker like, good times. I remember back in the day. It's like, no, not that kind of smoker, Like actual brisket is cooked like low and slow, None of this fake liquid smoke crap, I think it's why Britain just, sorry to my British viewers, because I know I have at least a few subscribers on here on YouTube who are British. I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry, but y'all don't know how to cook barbecue. I'm sorry, but I think y'all know that y'all don't know how to cook barbecue. I mean, I think it was Gordon Ramsay even said it. It's like us British folk don't know how to cook barbecue because we don't have typically this good choice of meats here. It's like, okay. But yeah, Texas, best barbecue. I will fight. Well, then again, I haven't really had barbecue from other states. I would like to try. Okay, you know what? I know I have at least one subscriber on YouTube who is from Florida on here, because I can see the statistics, see who's following, where they're from on YouTube. Let me know, what is Floridian barbecue like? And I'm also in this live stream right now because I don't like days off. But this is the first time where I'm actually glad to have a day off. in a while. Did you know when you have like a work buddy and it's like just really fun having them around? And then they kind of become like one of your other best friends. You know, yeah, one of my best friends. Okay, this bell pepper is a little funky on the inside. Still smells edible though. I'm just gonna trim off the blackened portions of this. I'm just gonna learn how to trim off fat off meat generally. Hear that sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. I don't know, there's just something about caramelized stuff. It's just really good. It was kind of funny that I got flying bell peppers. There was this one time, back in life, that I was at work. I was cutting up some frozen scallops for my animals, and and the knife slipped. I was wearing gloves. And they were kind of blue gloves. I didn't realize I cut my finger open. I thought I had just slammed my hand against the blade, like against the side of the knife, which that would hurt regardless. So I was thinking like, oh, I probably just banged up my hand. Then I looked down and saw, oh, okay, the glove's been cut, so I guess gotta replace the glove then. Didn't realize I cut through my finger until I had taken the glove off and noticed, oh, that's blood. Yeah, I don't really flinch around blood. Being in the military, even if it wasn't that long, check to see how our preparations are doing on other side. Still got a long ways to go. Long ways to go. Imagine YouTube will put a disclaimer on here if like you're in Britain and be like, caution, this video shows a video of someone wielding a knife. Somebody who's been working around knives who's been working in jobs where I have to really chop things up for past let's see, I graduated from high school 7 years ago. Gotta feel old now. I'm 26, by the way. 26, single and ready to mingle. But unfortunately, I suck at reading when women are being flirtatious. I suck at it. I was actually one time, I was getting out of one of my tanks, took my mask off, I lowered my diet hood, and I hear from behind me, this woman goes, "Oh God, he's hot," but she's kind of whispering. she's kind of whispering it, but in my head I'm going like, "Ma'am, I'm flattered." Even though I like women, I'm straight, but it's like, ma'am, there's another woman I have in mind, which unfortunately I can't get her out of my head, but unfortunately, when you have that kind of situation, it's like you don't know what to tell her. That's kind of funny. One of my coworkers said that when I told him the story, one of my coworkers said, "Oh, you should have turned around and said, I'm single." And it's like, yeah. And I asked him about I asked some of my coworkers on occasions like, "Hey, what does this mean? If she does this, what does this mean?" Because I'm 26 years old, never been on a date before. Technicality. They're sympathy dates where they just go out with you just out of sympathy, but it's never intended as a date. I swear, which is one of the most painful experiences for me. It's like I invite you. You say you're going out, like you say you're going out with friends, and then all of a sudden you seemingly change your mind, and then oh yeah, not really didn't change your mind. It's just I don't know. Maybe someone pressures you into doing it or something, and you're like, okay, yeah, I'll do it, but it's not a date. So I have technically never been on a date. Oh my god, that's actually those pineapple rings are smelling good right now. They smell like honey. They legitimately smell like honey. Holy crap! It's like honey. My pineapple is smelling like honey. Get back to it. Is that I have never been on a date before. I would love to go on a date, you know. You know, there's like, you know, occasionally you meet somebody who it's like, you know, they just kind of bring out the best side of you, but you don't know what to tell them. You don't know if you should tell them because you're not dating them. They're a good friend of yours, and you don't know what to tell them, if you should tell them, because you're scared, you know? More so scared of hurting them than the fear of rejection. I don't fear rejection. I fear hurting people, you know? And it's that I want people to be happy. I want my friends to be happy. I want people around me to be happy. I mean, I'll be driving down to my grandma's house, getting ready to go to a Stars game. I'll be listening to maybe some Lakeview or Five Finger Death Punch or Skillet. And I'll just be dancing like a goofball in my car, just hoping people are laughing, hoping I'm making people's days a little more bearable. Because, you know, for me, it's that my day may not be good, but it doesn't mean other people can't have good days, you know? So I figured I'm gonna make their days just a little better. You know? For me, it's I always try to put others first. I always try to. Let's see how we're doing on this front. No browning yet. I've never done this with pineapple before. I've done it with sweet potatoes, but never pineapple. I know it's gonna taste good because I've had pineapples done this way before, and it's like candy. This is gonna be like the sweetest, healthy meal ever. Because I have pork loin in the fridge right now, which I gotta chop up into fillets. I'm keeping the fat so I can have the flavor of that and the caloric intake because I need to have a higher caloric intake because my job is I dive. I dive for a living, like I dive fish tanks for a living, and I'm burning through like I'm gonna be burning through a lot more calories pretty soon considering I have my number of dives is gonna be increasing. And here's the thing though, if I could get, you know, if I could make a career out of my wildlife photography, which I've been doing wildlife photography for over 20 years now, if I could, you know, if I could make a career doing that, I would, you know, like ditch just staying in the city a lot and just go out in nature, you know, grab my cameras, maybe some dive gear or my tripod, depending on what I'm taking pictures of, and then, you know, just kind of head out and just enjoy life. You know? At the end of the day, do what makes you happy. One of my best friends, she's doing she's getting to do what makes her happy. I'm proud of her, you know. Yes, I'm going to miss. I mean, I already miss her, but I miss her a lot. But you know, at the end of the day, it's what makes her happy. And that's what makes me happy. What makes me happy is when my friends are happy. I probably did not need this many bell peppers. I'm gonna keep this last bell pepper and probably fry it up at a later date. Unless like I'm going through all this and it's like, oh yeah, I got room for more. And I'll be like, okay, I'll grab the last one. We finally have browning. I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab another plate. This one I can kind of put the pineapple rings on when they're done frying up. nice and browned up. Unfortunately, because these are so large, I can only put so many in here. I don't have a big enough pan for all of them. I'm gonna do sweet potatoes next, which I'm gonna have so many damn dishes, but at least these are plates and not things that's a hand wash. I hate having to hand wash these things. It freaking sucks. I'll admit. But it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. So I'm pan frying these in olive oil right now, so hopefully I don't have much time left until those are good to take out and like put the next bit of pineapple in there. And then, because it shouldn't take very long. The pineapple seemingly takes a lot less time than the sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes seemingly take just freaking forever. Also, I love my cutting board. Y'all can't see it. I'm not gonna grab my phone because my hands are covered in bell pepper juice. There's like a little trench around it, so it keeps the juices from going on the counter. I have granite countertops in my apartment. Not exactly ideal. The pineapple rings aren't that far from being ready to be taken out and put on the plate. They're browning up nice. Ooh, they smell so good. They smell like honey. They smell like sweet treats. I might start making candy with these. It is funny though how many comments I get from women while I'm at work, or how many looks I get from women while I'm at work. I'll get women give me suggested looks and be like, ma'am, I'm working. No. Not at work. I have a rule for myself. If I'm in uniform, if I am at work, not allowed. That's mainly because I was in the Coast Guard first time, and so that was kind of a general rule. But if you are from the Coast Guard, or from the Coast Guard, if the Coast Guard wants to sponsor me, I mean, even though my time in the Coast Guard was short, because I was an idiot and I decided to not go to medical when I should have, and then ended up causing other problems. Having bronchitis, pneumonia, lower lung infection, some muscle atrophy, and severe sleep deprivation. I went 4.25 weeks with no REM sleep, so it's not very healthy. It's not conducive to a successful training environment. Ooh. Sweet potatoes don't have to look pretty. Just I think they're about done. Pretty damn close up. They're browning up nicely though. Instead of, actually, they are very close to getting done. By the time I get done peeling this potato, they will be done. And then I put the next batch on. Nice browned up pineapple. Nice caramelization. It's kind of funny, every time I go into work, my coworkers always going like, Matthew, that smells amazing, or, oh my God, it looks delicious. And over half the time, I don't even follow a recipe, I just kind of wing it. And then she'll go like, Matthew, that smells amazing. What do you have there? It's either protein pasta. I made some protein. I Oh, what's it called? It's like it's pretty much like bread and meat. Very close right now. Oh my god, these smell like sweet potatoes right now. These smell like sweet potato fries. coworkers, my coworkers on Friday or Thursday are gonna go like, Matthew, what do you have there? It smells amazing. Like this actually smells really good right now. Unfortunately, YouTube does not have smell vision yet, so YouTube, keep working on that because this smells amazing. This smells like candy. This smells like freshly made candy. Like holy crap. That one's nice and caramelized finally. I say the pineapple doesn't need the seasoning because they're going to be nice and sweet, add a bit of sweetness to the meal. I'm actually going to keep an eye on them now because how close they all are. And these aren't going to be like, full-fledged like fries, kind of like the or sweet like chips, like the sweet potatoes and bell peppers are. This is fruit. It's meant to be sweet. Okay, now I gotta grab the rest of the pineapples. Dry them off a little bit. Close the door. Anyway, it's heat coming off there. Now, these should start to kind of fry up a little faster now, so. Because the heat is a bit higher right now, so. It's still at medium heat. I'm about to. Okay. Oh, god dang it. I need to sharpen these knives up a little bit. Do not grab that second plate. Need this one for sweet potatoes. Like this is gonna be super healthy and super tasty. Let's actually see. Let me wait for those to cool off, actually. Before I even touch them, I don't want to burn. I don't want to grab it and then it's like really hot and be like right next to the pan. Actually, I'm just doing that a little bit. Yeah, because it's a little hotter now. Just hear that sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Yeah, nobody watches my live streams. People might pop in, but nobody really does watching. Probably one of my coworkers doesn't like sweet potatoes, so I'm gonna go like next to my team and go like, dude, try this. Come on, yo, try one. I've actually never watched Breaking Bad, but I hear it's a really good show. Yeah, sweet potatoes I will need the seasoning for. Get my carbs from the sweet potatoes. And by the way, all the vegetables I got were on sale. So I'm saving money. You know, shop smarter, eat better. So I got the jalapenos for 99 cents on the pound. And the onions I got were also on sale too. So always make sure to look for a good deal when you're shopping. I literally had no grocery list. Unfortunately, it did mean I did forget a few things. Like breakfast, but I thought I had enough breakfast, so that's kind of excusable in that case. But I thought I had at least like 5 English muffins left. Turns out I didn't. I kind of wish this trash can was a little taller up, or it's kind of a little higher up. Let's just go like this and just kind of get on my knees. It's gonna kill my knees though. Because I remember making my rack while so it was Thanksgiving week. I was in Cape May, still getting ready to be fully discharged. I was on the bottom rack. I was being really pissed off at everybody in the squad day because they would keep me up for 3 hours after taps, and they'd be like, "Come on, y'all." Like, I haven't slept in over 4 weeks. I mean, at this point, though, when I got put in discharge hall, then I slept a little better because there was a lot less people in the same room. That was until Thanksgiving week when they put us in, I think it was Healy Hall. Healy Hall sucked, by the way. The lung infection ended up being worse during my time in there. Because Cape May had black mold everywhere. In the squad base, in the head, on the quarterdeck, everywhere. In the chow hall, black mold is everywhere. Marines and Army always say, you know, like, it's not a Marine or Army base unless there's black mold everywhere. Well, apparently it's not a training center for the Coast Guard unless there's freaking black mold everywhere. This is the funkiest shaped sweet potato, funkiest shaped potato ever. Now, I'm not going to pretend to say that, you know, me trimming or skinning these sweet potatoes is going to be pretty okay. But considering they're going to be in half circles in a minute. So yeah, I'm 6'2", right? And in the Coast Guard, in, trying to remember the hall we started up in week 01. Drawing a blank because when you don't sleep for that long, you do suffer a little bit of memory loss. And I'm still recovering some memories from my time. I don't even remember my 11 general orders. Like, it got to, like the amount of sleep deprivation I had, it got to a point where I couldn't remember, or actually there's some points, I couldn't even process there was a company commander standing right in front of me, even if they were yelling at me. Like there was one time this company commander, very loud, very vocal, same thing as all company commanders are supposed to be, but he took his job a little too seriously to a point where he would start spitting in our faces, and it was really bad. But there were sometimes he'd be yelling at me, and I just would not be processing what he's saying. So my brain was actively in the process of trying to shut off. Because I started having microsleeps, With microsleeps is when your body is, your mind shuts your body down for like a half second just to recover some sleep. Because you're at a severe lack of sleep. So then your body's just going like, you need to sleep or you're going to die. So my body just started shutting down at random intervals. Like I'd be standing in line for fire extinguisher training in, I think it was golf hall. And I'd be completely just going like, just almost falling, I'd be standing up in line. There's like 132 guys in golf company at the time when I got rephased to golf from Foxtrot 206. Foxtrot 206 for life. I could have probably put more pineapples in that load. But I was standing in line, waiting my turn, even though I had already gone through the firefighting training with Foxtrot, because I got rephased at the very end of week 04. Because I failed the academic probation, where basically I would wake up every morning, and my memory of what I studied the previous day was getting worse. I had memorized my piece, I had memorized my piece nomenclature, and then I completely forgot it. I had completely remembered all my 11 journal orders, to the point I could remember them front to back, side to side. I could repeat them faster than probably even the company commanders could. But then, when I was in Foxtrot, my company commanders, Chief Good, said, he stopped me in the chow hall, and he said, "Merritt, what's your 11th general order?" I go, Merritt, Chief Good. Chief Good, Senior Career Merritt. My 11th general order is... And I'm just thinking in my head, I know this. I spent half a year memorizing my 11 journal orders. Plus time in boot camp, too. And I can't remember my simple 11th general order. Like, what is going on here? Like, I'm not that idiotic. Yeah, these are about almost done. And I'm going to be going on to the next pineapples. I go like, Chief Good, Senior Career Merritt. I don't remember. And that's odd. I also remember, how to describe the ranks, like Petty Officer so-and-so, Senior Career Merritt, Chain of Command, I remember that. I actually did forget that. I actually completely forgot everything, though, in that regard. Like, you'd start when you're lead. So you'd start from, it would be like, Chief Good, Senior Career Merritt, my company commander are, my assistant commanders are, Storekeeper First Class, Collins, Chief Gunner Mate Good, my lead company commander is. I forgot what the roast. It's not culinary specialist. That was my section commander. Chief culinary specialist Harding. Harding and Hardy. We faced the golf, and it was literally a company commander with a very similar name to the section commander of my previous company. I was kind of thinking in my head, like, what a cruel punishment is this? Where both have a very similar name, I'm forgetting who is who. I'm already severely chronically sleep deprived. How many to lower it? A little bit. This is splatter. I could have probably grabbed brown sugar. But I didn't think about doing that. And so after this, the bell peppers, which will be fun. Yeah, is anyone in here from Foxtrot 206 as well? Represent the company. You know, it's kind of funny. I was always worried, like, I don't want to go ramp. Because already, it was kind of like, you know, I was having severe sleep deprivation, you know. When you're that sleep deprived, your mind starts to play tricks on you. And I was kind of going like, well, I'm going to go to medical finally, but just to find a quick fix solution for the problem I was dealing with, which was sleep deprivation, you know? So I was going like, I'm going to just find a quick fix, hope it fixes it, and then I can get the fix, and I can get it fixed permanently after boot camp. That was my whole mindset there. I think I'm good chopping up stuff for now, because I'm so freaking far ahead on this crap. I'm gonna wipe up a little bit. Unfortunately, I had some splatter from the pineapple. Today's gonna be a fun day anyway, so a really fun day. I hate doing front body day like I did last night. I didn't get home until like midnight, which isn't a smart idea. Still a little hot. I'm not gonna taste some of the pineapple yet. But yes, it's blackened, but it's not too crispy. It's crispy on the edge, but it's kind of nice and caramelized. So I can try this one. But it needs something. It needs the Southwest. Got some Dash Southwest Chipotle seasoning. I was going to grab some mushrooms, get a nice umami mix, or a nice umami flavor. Nothing like, I'm just realizing I might have more sweet potatoes than I need. I'm gonna put the rest of the sweet potatoes away. If by the time I get done with these sweet potatoes, if it looks like I still have room for more, I'm gonna cook up these last two. I think I'm gonna need more than I need. It's too early. In my opinion, it's too early in the day to start drinking. No. Drinking is. I'll admit. Here's the thing is though. At a few points, I have considered giving up drinking. There's this friend of mine. Yes, I'm drinking more coffee. But, there's this friend of mine. I'm going to say I probably should have grabbed brown sugar. Give it a little bit of a better flavor profile, but it's still pretty sweet. Just not sweet enough in my opinion. By this cup I got in Trading Center Cape May when I was leaving. Because I wanted to have a little bit of thing to remember. It's like, hey, I made it pretty far before my body gave out. But I'm gonna say it's like I made it pretty far, all things considered. I mean, you know, it wasn't perfect, I don't know, you know. I made it pretty far into training. I made it 4 I made it 4 weeks. I almost made it to Star Week, but I'll admit, after I got out, I realized I was not going to live through Star Week if I had made it through. I was probably going to end up in the hospital regardless of how hard I pushed. When I did get discharged, when I did go to medical finally, I probably actually was in a state that should have put me in the hospital. But I kept on pushing stubbornly and stupidly, and just went to medical again just for a quick fix solution, and they went, yeah, we're going to discharge you with adjustment disorder. I'd be like, because I'm not sleeping and because I'm burning, because I also told them I'm burning through calories. What had happened was I had also lost about half my muscle mass as well, to a point where before boot camp I could do like 40 push-ups and I could do 40 military push-ups in a minute. But also because I did, you know, push-ups religiously before boot camp. Maybe to a little bit unhealthy level, to be honest. But after some time, boot camp became a situation of my body was not recovering at the end of each day. So I was burning through calories at a rate, even when I sleep, comparable to if I'm awake. So it became a whole situation there. But considering I have to turn the pineapples to low heat, it's probably going to take a little longer. Honestly. The pan looks Rodeo because right now it is frying in olive oil. Not canola oil, not peanut oil. It is probably not healthy in the amount of coffee I drink, but somebody who did spend some time in the military, it's a pretty average amount of coffee, especially for a day off for me. I hate days off. Right now, my life is kind of a situation of I don't hate my life. My life's okay. You know, I have a decent job. I finally have my first place. You know, I have some very nice coworkers, very friendly ones. Then is that, you know, find the love of your life and you feel like you kind of miss the opportunity to tell her how you feel. I need to tell her eventually. But when you feel like you found the love of your life, but then she's about to head off to do wonderful things, and we're proud of her. Yeah. And this is supposed to be a cooking life, I'm doing a whole open heart-to-heart thing here, indirectly. If she starts watching this, she's gonna go, "Oh, that explains a lot." Even though everything I've ever done for her has always been just trying to be the best friend I can be. I've never done anything for her that's of romantic intent, even though there was the hope. There was the hope, but as Lieutenant Ash says, it is what it is. Although it sucks. It is painful, though. Especially when one of your best friends is, moving states, but really proud of her. I mean, it is that I am indeed very proud of her. I'm proud of what she's getting to do. She's getting to do her research. It's pretty cool. I'll admit, what my friend's getting to do is so cool. She's getting to do shark research, and I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. That's one thing I would love to go on is a shark research trip. I just realized my necklace is not the only time I did not wear this for extended periods of time was while I was in boot camp, because you can't really wear it because it's not religious. It's not religious. It's not medical related. It's just a fake shark tooth. But I love it. I love it, though. I got it from my dad. It's really cool. I like sharks. I love sharks. I'm not going to grab it off the wall because I'm terrified the teeth are going to be shifted, but I have a entire case hanging on the wall that's just full of shark teeth. It is so cool. My mother made it for me from I think my birthday one year, and it's just so damn cool. Right now, what I'd like to do is I would love to go to the Bahamas and just swim with some bull sharks. That was so cool. Kind of funny. Back in high school, a lot of my classmates always been like, "Matthew, you nuts?" Like, I mean, if wanting to do what you love makes you seem crazy, then call me crazy then, because I like sharks. I like sharks a lot, Sharks are really cool, they're really nice, they're really neat. I think probably what kind of got me into sharks was a mixture of Steve Irwin and Air Jaws. I think 2002, 2006, because I had the Shark Week 20th anniversary edition on DVD, and Air Jaws is on it. And when I watch Air Jaws, it's been like, you know what? Sharks are not my favorite animal. Because they're so damn cool. They're so neat. Again, I would love to be in the water with some sharks right now. Just drop me off from Florida, drop me off from the Bahamas, drop me off from Australia. Give me a scuba tank. Give me a BCD. Give me a wetsuit. I already have my own fins, my own mask, my own snorkel. Just put me in the water with some sharks, damn it. And my camera, too. Give me my camera. Give me scuba gear. Put me in the water with some sharks. And I'm happy. It's just something about, I think for me, it's a mixture of the beauty and the mystery of sharks that really just make them really cool. But the other part, I think, is also, the beauty, a little bit of power, but also the fact that, you can have some sharks that are just so derpy, so adorable, and you just want to go, I want to boop the snoot. I'd say lemon sharks and bull sharks are kind of those species of sharks where it's like, they look fierce, but I also want to boop the snoot. I kind of want to get. Talking about sharks is really kind of one thing that really can get me going. Like there's a few things in life that really get me excited about things. That where I could talk someone's ear off for hours about, which is sharks, military history, Star Wars. On that case, kind of more speaking out of like, oh my God, what I would love is if Disney or Lucasfilm or whoever owns Star Wars in the future just makes us just a giant space battle. I just want an entire movie that's just in space. No character development at all. Like Disney, if you give us a Star Wars movie that is just a 2-hour-long space battle that's extremely epic with absolutely no character development at all. At this point, most movies don't need very good character development if you give us something epic. Disney, just give us some unadulterated fan service for Star Wars. Just give us a massive space battle. Either Clone Wars or Galactic Civil War. None of this new era stuff. It sucks. Give us like the Clone Wars or give us the Galactic Civil War. Just give us the biggest space battle you can do. And don't hold back. As George Lucas said, throw everything at it, including the kitchen sink. Actually, I don't think it was kitchen sink. I think it was a toilet. I think it was either a kitchen sink or toilet. They actually threw it into the space battle above Coruscant. I just want Disney to just give us just a giant space battle from Star Wars. Just utter chaos. Just ships they're like so close together. I just want us to have a Star Wars movie that's just that. I don't want any characters to have any development. Maybe some bridge scenes of like officer, target, adjust heading 100 degrees. I don't know how space works. I assume it's probably similar to nautical terms. Okay, closing mate, just heading 300 degrees. Unfortunately, I didn't get through that part of the training. I got the rope training, which, by the way, square knots are so useful in my field of work. It is so useful, especially if you're trying to tie up carbon bags and GFO bags. It is so useful. I love square knots. They're so useful. I hate the fact that I turned down the heat to low, but it was just getting too much. But yeah, again, just Disney, just give us a massive space battle, throw everything in, and you'll make millions of fans happy, and you'll make trillions. Whatever financial problems Disney has, if Disney literally just gives us Star Wars fans just an epic space battle, as unadulterated, just total epicness, no character development, no politics in it, just epic space battles. Disney, you will become the most successful company in human history. You'll outshine Microsoft, you'll outshine Apple, you'll outshine them all combined, probably. Just make us Star Wars fans happy. Just cater to the core audience. Don't bother trying to pull in new fans. Because if you give the core veteran Star Wars fans what they want, it'll naturally bring in more fans anyways. Because that would be like, oh, epic space battle. Yes. Also, I want an epic Jedi versus Sith lightsaber battle. Just imagine 1,000,000 Jedi in a battle versus 1,000,000 Sith in a battle. Plus about maybe 1 billion, blaster wielders in one battle on an open field. No character development. No complex, dialogue. Just something epic. Pure epicness. And if you can have one blaster wielder who's bodying Sith, kind of like in that Old Republic cinematic, oh my god, I swear, Disney, If Disney is, if anybody from Disney's watching this, if you just give us epic space battles and epic Jedi versus Sith battles, no character development, no complex writing narratives, you will win big time with fans. Like, like you'll instantly garner even like tons more fans for Star Wars. You know, Star Wars has had really good storytelling. I feel like the really good storytelling era is kind of approaching its end now. Just give us some, just give us dumb fun, What I want is a Star Wars movie that's just dumb fun. Just brain-numbingly dumb and fun. I want to get goosebumps because of how epic the battle is. I don't care really for the single person storyline as much anymore because it's like a lot of times it feels like every single story has been written to death, and it's like okay, it's core narrative. One, two, maybe a few people need to find this some kind of MacGuffin device, and it's like okay, well, how many storylines have done that? How many movies have done that at this point? How many times have been like, oh yes, space adventure to avoid capture, or it's like, how many times has that been done? It's been done to death. It's been milked for everything it's worth. At this point, what Disney needs to do is just make dumb, fun stuff, Someone's knocking at the door. It's like, I'm not talking that loud. I'm not talking that loud at all. And the walls in this apartment, yeah, they're, apartment walls are thin. They're not that thin. I just realized my washer is done. I hate doing laundry. Actually, I don't mind doing laundry. It's the hanging up the laundry is the problem. Or putting laundry away, which sucks. That takes damn near forever. But it looks like I still have a long still on these pineapple rings. I wish I could take out the lid trap before I put my, I forgot what I just washed. I don't remember if it was dark or lights I just washed. Oh no, it's towels I just washed. I really hate this lid trap though. When I drew the apartment, I should have been like, okay, what's the lid trap like? Is it like kind of, the old ones we put out of the front? No? Okay. No, this one sucks. I wish I could just, rinse off the lid trap. Unfortunately, it's metal, so I don't want to rust. Plus, it's what's called a dryer, not a wetter. This one trap sucks. Actually, was one time I got in an argument with a Bass Pro Shop employee. I would walk in there in my work uniform because I was like, okay, I need to get some stuff. I need to get myself some more pants. Now I need to go there and just restock all my pants because now all my pants are too big. That's so much weight. I was in there and then he went like, okay, so here's your military discount. It's like, I'm not in the military anymore. I'm not a veteran either. I'm not warranted military discounts or veterans discounts or whatever. And he went like, well, you raised your hand, you would be owed, so by that logic, you get discounts. It's like, no, please. And eventually the employees went out because like, I'm not going to argue about it at this point. At that point in my life, I was kind of going like, I just don't care, really. You know? Even before I enlisted with the Coast Guard, many companies trying to give me military discounts. I was going like, no. Like, I have facial hair. Then again, you can get shaving profile anyways with the Coast Guard. And I think you can get that with other branches too. But I was kind of going like, no. My hair's not even in regulation anyways. Well, at the time it wasn't. Now my best friends is going like, dude, you look like you're still in the military. It's like, great. And the problem is that I do this not because, I'm in the military anymore. I'm not in the military anymore. I do it because it's practical. Because doing the military, because keeping your facial hair and part of your hair in military regs, it makes life so much easier. Even though my time in Coast Guard sucked, I still said people, Like, even though my time in Coast Guard didn't go well, like just because my time in Coast Guard didn't go well, doesn't mean it's kind of like if you need a career idea, go to the military. If you have an idea, what career path, because you can't afford it, but when you can't afford to do it yet, go to the military. The military's a good stopgap. I actually touched the hand in the conversion. I'm honestly taking them out only. I keep them a little orange still. But,
No one's watching the live stream. I'm just gonna end the live stream, honestly.